Hey, I am Nick Hawks with MetSci, and today we're going to be talking about integrating the MetSci console with the MetSci app, which is a way for you to take the data that your devices are producing and see what is going on. So we're going to start off over here on the dashboard. I'm assuming right now that you've set up the device profile, that you've got your application all set up, that you're good to go there. We've talked about how to do that in other videos. I'll put links to those in the description below. But for right now, we're going to cruise over to our parking Fleximoto app. You can see I've got a couple devices in here already, but I am going to go over to integrations. Once I'm in integrations, I'm going to cruise and look for the HTTP integration. I'm going to hit the plus sign, and I'm just going to set this page up for now. We're not going to do anything with it quite yet. What we are going to do is go over to, if this is your very first time, we're going to go to start.metsci.com. And you'll go in and either log in or sign up. If you sign up, I think you need to use a credit card because this is a paid thing. I don't think you need to pay anything to start, but you will need to pay once you start adding devices and want to see them. We're going to skip over that right now. If you can't add your credit card to something, this is probably going to be a little bit too difficult for you, but pretty straightforward thing. If this is your second time or you've already got an account, you're going to end up over on app.metsci.com. So app.metsci.com. And your page will look something like this. We are going to take the first step in connecting the two, and we're going to create an API key. So you got on the left menu here, Core Tools, your name, the MetSci demo, and some of this may look a little bit different. I'm on a beta version, but you're probably going to see pretty much the same thing. You'll go down to your account name and look for API keys. Click API keys, and you'll see the keys that you have. I've already set one up for this, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I will set up another one. Super easy. Hit the blue Add API Key button. We'll call this thing Test API Key. You can call it whatever you want. You saw that I called it in my other key, the MetSci demo account. You can call it whatever you want. So we'll hit save. It will send an email with a verification code. You're going to put the verification code in, and then you will end up with an API key. I just heard my little ding in the background that my verification code came in. So what you'll end up with is this, a new API key. Now, you don't need to do anything from here with the API keys. It's set up. Once it's set up, the next thing you're going to do is go to Core on the left side and Devices. Now, I've already got a couple devices in here. Some of them working, some of them not. You can see that with the green and yellow. But we're going to assume that you've already added your device over in the console, right? The parking sensor, whatever it is. And you now want to add that device in the app. So we have the device in the console. We're now going to add the device in the app. And then what we're going to do is connect the two. So we're going to start off by hitting the Add Device button. You can call it whatever you want. Usually I call it the name of the thing and then the last four of either the serial number or the dev UI. This one, I'll just call it test123. Obviously, call it whatever you want. You're going to take all of the information that you have over in your chirp stack in the console and put it in here. So your device UI, I'm just going to put BS numbers in for now. But you want to put in the correct numbers for the dev UI, the app UI, and the app key. You don't need to do the rest of any of this stuff right now. We'll come back and do it in another video, but right now I'm just showing you how to connect the console and the app. So we're just going to hit save for right now. Oh, a device already exists. How about 02? You can see I've already done this thing once. All right, so there it is. Here's our new device. And what I'm going to do is click on this How to Receive Uplinks. And what this is going to do is fill in a little bit of information and make it a little bit easier for me to connect the two things. The first thing that we see is the HTTP request post endpoint URL. You've got the little copy paste button here. You're going to copy that. We're going to go back to the console where we were before, and it says event endpoint URL. We're going to go ahead and paste that in. So step one, done. Great. We're going to go back to the app, and here it says HTTP headers authorization : blah, 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 bearer, etc., etc. I'm going to copy that whole bearer numbers thing, and I'm going to remember this word here, which is authorization. And what we're going to do is back on console, we're going to go to headers. Where it says key, we're going to type in authorization. And where it says value, we are going to paste in that value. Now, most of the time this doesn't happen, but just at the very end of it, hit delete, and then go back to the beginning, hit delete. Sometimes these copy paste things will put in an extra space, and that extra space will screw the whole thing up. So just go to the front and the end, delete that stuff, make sure there's no extra spaces in there. And now you've got both your endpoint URL and your header and bearer key in there, and hit submit. And now you've got an integration that is working, so that when you go back to your console and you look for a device, we'll check out a device that I've got that's up and running, our in-ground parking here. Back at Meteo Scientific, I got a couple parking units in the front that are being recalcitrant as far as staying connected, but this one's working. And I can see, you can go to charts, you can go to position, all the rest of it. You can see kind of what is going on with this thing. We'll talk all about how to set up a device in the rest of this. For this first video, I just wanted you to be able to see how to connect both the console and the app together. So should be pretty straightforward from here. That's all we're going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, drop them down in the description. If you like this video, found some value from it, please hit the like or subscribe button. That helps me make sure that you know about these videos when they come out. It helps grow this channel and other people learn about how to do all this pretty rad stuff using the Helium network. That's all I got for today. I'm out of here.